It's been about a week since we last touched Modern Warfare 3, and guys, I miss it so much. Honestly, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm just kind of here waiting for Modern Warfare 3 to drop, playing some things in the middle of it, but I have not given my opinion on the beta, and that's what I'm going to do today. Please stick around if you guys are enjoying the content. I will post a lot more Call of Duty, X-Defiant, so like, share, subscribe. But without further ado, I'm Kid Covert, you're the viewer. You already knew that, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, so in typical fashion, I'm going to start off with the things that I like, mainly because it's just easier to say, you don't really have to elaborate on it, so I'm going to get right into that. First off, everybody's excited for is the movement. The movement is absolutely smooth, it's got a good pacing, it feels like classic Call of Duty because of the pacing, let alone the maps also work really well with this movement, so I guess this is more of a 2-for-1 kind of deal, because the maps are great. Yes, they are remade Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps, but COD is a different game now, and with the movement that we have compared to what we used to have at that time, it still works, it still flows. Honestly, everything really meshes well together, so I have no complaints in terms of the map design and the movement. Now there are times where it could be a little bit better, but honestly Call of Duty's always been a really smooth game. Now I'm saying smooth, whether it's clunky or not, that's a little bit different, and the reason I say that is animations and moving were smooth in Modern Warfare 2, but it was just really slow. Next up, the gunsmith is really well done. We have in-depth stats as long as sights don't affect your ADS time. Thank you, Sledgehammer. I don't understand why that had to ever be a thing where we had to deal with sights just slowing you down. Everything was slowing you down. Yes, there are give and takes with these attachments, as there always were, but honestly, it's night and day from Modern Warfare 2. Everything is not slowing you down. There were guns in Modern Warfare 2 that you could have ran bare bones and it would have been better than if you had an attachment on it. Now, I know I said this last year with the perk system, and I honestly thought it was going to work, the four perk system type thing. It didn't. I ended up hating it like not too long after. I will say for a fact, having the vest system as well as the regular perks or gears, it worked. I mean, it's not really different than what we used to have in terms of 3 perks. They're just slotted a little bit differently, but it works. It makes sense. I love that they give you that much customization into it. You could choose a vest, then you have your shoes, your gloves, your gear. Some vests give you extra perks, some vests take away some perks, really putting you in an in-depth situation for your own custom class. Now, personally, I'm a guy that likes a little bit more simplicity in my games because I just like playing and not thinking too much, but regardless, I do love the in-depth system. I feel like it adds that extra layer to Call of Duty, the customization, the player choice, all of that. That's always good to have. This is also a major thing that I really love. The visual recoil is completely different. It's a lot cleaner. You can see what you're shooting at. The game feels a little bit more arcadey, which is what I love in Call of Duty personally. Call of Duty's always been more of an arcade shooter, and you can't deny that. So having that feel mixed with some realism honestly creates a very enjoyable experience for me. That's kind of what I look for in Call of Duty games. Like I said, I'm more geared towards the arcade style just because it's a bit more fun. Honestly, I don't want to take it too seriously. That can't be said for most of the community, but me personally, that's really what I want. Now we're gonna shift over to the bad. I usually don't talk about this because I just kind of let it rock, let it ride. What can I do about it? What can the community do about it? Unfortunately, but SBMM. Again, personally, it didn't feel too bad for me. I don't know if it's just my ignorance and me just dealing with... It's kind of hard to say, because when I think about my experience in past Call of Duties, I've always had games where I did really bad or really good or somewhat in the middle. It was always a mixed bag for me. That's kind of what I've been getting in this experience. I've also worked in the same lobbies as people that I just played with. I was also stuck in some lobbies where the lobbies stayed together and the teams just kept getting balanced and balanced, just like old Call of Duty, and it was honestly vibes. I'm not going to take away from the fact that a lot of players are suggesting that SBMM is very strong in this game, because I 100% believe that is definitely the case. There's nothing in me that'll ever doubt that. I'm just giving my personal experience, and I know that's an issue, so that's why it's in the bad. That's why it's number 1. Secondly, and this is my biggest personal issue, is I rather play on my PC than my PS5. I like to go back and forth between mouse and keyboard and controller, whatever it is. Issue that I have was PC really had a lot of packet burst, like almost all the time. It affected my movement. It felt like playing Vanguard at times. Now, I didn't even own Vanguard. I played like the free trials that they put out, and I still had packet burst. That was honestly a bit of a turnoff for me. Now, at times, it wasn't as bad, and I'm not really sure the cause of it. I was playing on LAN. I lowered my settings to lowest settings. I always got it no matter what it was, and I hope they fix that before launch, because honestly, that could make or break the game. It honestly broke a lot of Vanguard. Next, weapon balance needs to be addressed. the striker, and the MCW. That has ruled the beta. I heard that after the BASP got nerfed, a lot of players have been using it and enjoying it. I got to play around with it just a little bit. I enjoyed it, so I'm hoping that the other weapons in the game, they're just as strong. They're able to create a lot of variety within the game. I don't want to repeat a Modern Warfare 2019. Everybody's running MP5s, M4s, 725. That was not a good time back in that game. Nextly, player visibility. Now it did get better because they did update it, but I feel like it could be just a slight better. Looks like Modern Warfare 3 has some sort of like hazy effect on it. Can we please get rid of that? I don't understand why that's there. I don't know if it's just a rendering issue. I've played with settings in my graphics card. I just don't understand why I have to run through fog all the time to play. That's just my thing. I've seen on Twitter a lot of people have agreed with me. Hopefully they get that fixed and worked out and changed, which will also help the player visibility. Lastly, now I know it is a beta, so it really isn't in the bad list, more of like a wish list kind of thing. I hope that these kill streaks are fun. In the beta, they only gave us UAV, counter UAV, Guardian, remote sentry, Juggernaut, and an SAE strike. Now, COD is notorious for kill streaks. That's like their mainstay. That's one of their gimmicks. That's what makes COD COD. Please have strong kill streaks. I feel like kill streaks in the last few games just really haven't hit as much. So please make strong kill streaks. People work hard for those. People try hard for those. It's rewarding. It's why we keep coming back to COD. You don't need to do engagement-based matchmaking. You don't need to do SBMM. Make a fun game. It'll keep you coming back. COD, at its core, is for the casual players. Yes, it has its esports, its tryhards, whatever it is. Its core community has always been casual and fun. Look back to one of the best times in Call of Duty history, Black Ops 2. Look at the YouTube videos going on within that game. It was pure entertainment. COD is a bit different now. Don't get me wrong. This game is honestly very fun. And this is where I kind of give my verdict on it. Is Modern Warfare 3 going to be worth it? Yes, I think it's worth it. Now, a lot of players, they're saying that it's a $70 DLC. I can see that. I kind of agree with you guys. All maps from Modern Warfare 2009, weapons coming over from Modern Warfare 2, which honestly isn't a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing. It's probably one of the best things ever to have in a COD for carry forward. It makes it feel whatever, like buying each game is worth. Can I justify the $70 price tag? No. Is Call of Duty gonna do it anyway? Yes. But the way I see it, we get a new story, we get 16 new maps, we get a bunch of new guns, we get a zombies mode. So it does bring all the offerings of a new game. The game has made enough changes for me to feel justified in buying this game. The perk system is different, the movement's different, the gunplay is different, the balancing is different. All the things I just said make me feel like this game is justified. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. But for me personally, that's the way I see it. If you guys don't agree, let me know in the comments. Because maybe you'll change my mind, honestly. Maybe I'll make a video in 2 or 3 days. Maybe I'll say, you know what, fuck it. Modern Warfare 3 isn't worth it. Maybe I'll wait for it to go on sale. But let me know how you guys are feeling. Did you guys play the beta? Did you guys enjoy the beta? Do you like what you see? Do you just have little nitpicks that you hope they fix? And guys, please, if you are enjoying the content, if you do like the videos, if you want to check out my other videos, I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to have you guys in the community. I'd love to hear your comments. I try to respond to as much comments as possible. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. And please like, share, subscribe if you are enjoying it. I'll see you guys in the next one.